was small and baggy trousered, he was nondescript and shy, but in his breast there burned a sacred flame. For women melted and surrendered when they looked into his eye. Little Billy Kershaw was the name, by the way. He worked as a country ploughman, so they say. Old Lothario and Casanova, mighty Don Juan, those legendary goats of days of yore. Billy was better with his eyes closed on one leg and looked no hands, a trick which he could actually perform, by the way. Spectacular but dodgy, so they say. He never did it for the profit of it, never the applause, only the silvery laughter that it caused. There was a difference in that Billy Kershaw never picked the best. The beautiful, the golden ones that most men would, but the ugly ones, the poorest, the despised, the dispossessed. Where else would a hunchback get a cuddle, by the way? Hair lips like to kiss, or so they say. And so the shop girl with the whiskers, or the limping shepherdess, the squinting barmaid, her with the pocky skin, even the horse-like countess with the teeth and meagre breasts, which in fact had often harboured Billy's chin, by the way. Haughty but snug, or so they say. He never did it for the profit of it, never the applause, only the common comfort that it caused. Many a poor distracted Catholic, rating Billy over Lourdes, came smiling down his staircase, all her frenzy gone. And the husband, far from angry, would be chuffed that she was cured, and buy him a pint in the local later on, by the way. Horses for courses, so they say. He responded to the Colonel's widow's desperate appeal, in the Colonel's house upon the Colonel's tiger skin, and in the potter's shop the potter's wife upon the potter's wheel, which was steadily continuing to spin, by the way. A right tour de force, or so they say. He never did it for the profit of it, never the applause, only the common comfort that it caused. Well, soon the news of Billy Kershaw and his life-enhancing powers became across the country widely known, and by his cottage gate the coachloads waited patiently for hours. The driver's made a bundle going home, by the way. Their caps were full of silver, so they say. And the village did a roar in trade and teas and souvenirs, in ashtrays and the local watercress, until Billy, disillusioned, simply ups and disappears, leaving no forwarding address, by the way. Could be anywhere at all, or so they say. He never did it for the profit of it, never the applause, only the consolation that it caused. Now if there should be a sad, neglected, wretched woman in your life, it could be well that Billy's near at hand. Perhaps your auntie, or your daughter, or your mother, or your wife. And when did you last see your grandma, by the way? No genuine cases ever turned away. He's no rascal, he's no charlatan, no mountebank, no snob. If you're poor and lost, he'll treat you all the same. He is small and baggy trousered, and he does a tidy job. Little Billy Kershaw is the name, by the way. He worked as a country ploughman, so they say. He never did it for the profit of it, never the applause, only the common comfort that it caused. Now if you find that Billy's ballad is extravagant or trite, offensive, irrelevant or untrue, that may well be, so here's a moral which may make us feel alright. A moral which may well apply to you, by the way. Takes one to know one, so they say. If you're ugly, if you're weak or meek or queer, form a queue, and the rest of us will travel from afar, and systematically we'll do to you what Billy used to do, but more regular and always twice as hard, by the way. Mea culpa, as they used to say.